What is hatching, Tugga peeps? OldManTup coming at you today with our Week 4 team builder for the St. Louis Rampardos and A Drive, aka Daniel, Dan's son himself. And we're going to take a look at his team. He has Victini, Clefable, Terrakion, Toxapex, Gliscor, Delmise, Jellicipod, Staraptor, Steelix, Electros, and Haxorus. Now, a lot of physical threats on his team. So we're going to pack a little bit of extra physical bulk this week and hopefully be able to just wear his team down through hazards and other things. So let's take a look at the team we're bringing. Noodle, Tangrowth, rocking the Tangaberry this week instead of the Assault Vest because of the already mentioned fact that most of his attackers are going to be physical. This is not a switch into Victini, so don't be like, oh my god, Tub, what are you doing? You can't take a V-Create from Victini. I know that. That is not the plan for V-Create Victini. So, what are we doing? Tangaberry. What does this do? This comes in and takes the Z-Bug move from Terrakion. This thing eats up hits for days from Terrakion. It takes 2 unboosted X-Scissors from Terrakion at full health, especially with the berry. So we don't have to worry about Terrakion, who hit like, what, 6 Stone Edges last week? Or something crazy like that? So this thing is an immediate answer to that. Not much Terrakion can do to us. Walls a lot of other physical threats like Gliscor. Yes, Gliscor gets Poison Jab and U-Turn, but we come in, take them hits, switch out, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Jellicipod, a little bit of an issue with its bug-type moves, but the aforementioned Tangaberry neutralizing that. So, rest of the set, Regenerator ability because it's the best ability in the game. Leaf Storm, Sludge Bomb, Earthquake Knockoff hits the majority of his team for super effective, if not neutral damage, at least. Knockoff going to be big this game, so it's going to help us identify some sets and get rid of recovery on some mons, because a lot of his mons are going to be relying on items for stuff. Earthquake hits a lot of his team on the switch-ins. Sludge Bomb, Leaf Storm for the leftovers. We have just enough bulk invested, as I had mentioned earlier, to live things like a Z move bug attack from Terrakion and enter with Leaf Storm. We are lax, which I understand is minus special defense, but we have just enough speed investment to speed creep on something. I don't remember what it was. But that is a set for Tangrowth. Next, we're going to be rocking that Choice Band Scizor. Max HP, max attack, adamant nature, a little leftover thrown into special defense. And pretty much straightforward Banded Scizor. U-Turn does huge damage to everything on his team. Even Gliscor is going to be taking decent chunks of damage from this. We get rocks up, it's going to be GG, no re. So, U-Turn going to be very important for us to keep momentum in our favor this time. Other moves, like I said, the aforementioned knockoff going to be huge, getting rid of scarfs from things, possible bans from things like Staraptor, who's going to want to kind of come in. If it's a bulkier set, it's going to help us whittle it down, get rid of its leftovers if that's what it happens to be carrying. Don't sleep on bulky Intimidate Staraptor. I don't think that's what's going to be coming this week, but don't sleep on it. Next, bringing captain of the team, Black Pearl, the Hydreigon. Ground DMZ to be paired with Earth Power. Now, we want to scout for this early, see what his switch-ins are going to be. I think he's probably going to have at least one, if not more, of his ground immunities. So, Gliscor fares him pretty well this week, as does Staraptor, because Staraptor is just it is the definition of a boomstick. It comes in, it kills things. End of story. So we're going to have to play really smart with Hydreigon this week. Try not to do anything hinky too early. Dragon Pulse, Earth Power, Dark Pulse, and Iron Tail. Iron Tail for that Clefable if he would choose to bring it. Clefable doesn't give him the greatest matchup against our team this week, so I'm not sure that he will. We do have the answers to the Clefable. So, Naive Nature, giving us that extra speed. We are max speed to be able to outspeed, I don't even remember. But we needed max speed, so we weren't speed crept, because I believe he has, what's the speed here? 98. I believe he has 97 is one of his speed tiers. It might be, I don't know. I'm sorry, this game happened a while ago because Dan left for something. He had something going on, and we had to get this match scheduled unusually. So next we're going into Pop-Tart Slow King. First time Slow King is being brought since we acquired it from Crimson Seabad and the Detroit Steel Wings for Slowbro, who unfortunately never made an appearance. But Slow King is true facts one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, so I'm really excited to get to use it again. Fun fact, I traded Hank the Pidgey, part of the Route 1 Rampage crew, back in Season 4 to get it mid-season, and I ended up getting a Regenerator Core with Amoonguss and Slowking, which was fantastic. I love Slowking, it's great, and I can't wait to use it in the future. Now this is a very special set, brought to you by the front office of the Pittsburgh Piratas. So kudos to those guys for this set. It was brought to my attention that we set up an Iron Defense with Slowking and pretty much win the game, provided we're above half health, because we can live any single attack at half health after a single Iron Defense is set up on the physical side. Some things we do have to worry about are special attackers like Electros, who do still have the possibility to come and hit us with those really pesky Thunderbolts. Especially if we have Electric Terrain up, which has to be monitored very closely. But considering the fact, unless he runs Special Victini, there aren't a lot of threats for us to worry about on the special side. So, running fairly standardish Scald Psyshock because it just does a ton of damage to his team. Scald Burns are really nice in this matchup because it's going to allow us to take things even better. But the EV distribution is designed for what I stated before. It gives us the ability to come in, set up an Iron Defense. As long as we're above half health, we live any attack that is not a crit. So that is just fantastic. So hopefully it will fare us well and win us this game, because I think it's probably going to be our win condition depending on what exactly he brings. Next we have Coco Beware, the Tapu Koko. And what are we going to be seeing this week? Timid Nature. We aren't going to be getting a lot of power on the U-turns, but it's going to help us to get initiative switching out on things. Namely Gliscor, even though we do have an attack dedicated to Gliscor, the HP Ice. Dazzling Gleam, T-Bolt, U-turn, fairly standardish set. Just enough speed to outspeed his max speed Pokemon. So that's lots of fun. Next we're going to go into Shatter. Our last Pokemon is going to be our Rock Setter. Sheer Force Life Orb set. Earth Power, Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, and Stealth Rocks. We definitely want to get some Stealth Rocks up this game, because I anticipate a lot of switching on his side, and the faster we can wear down his offensive threats, the better, because things like Victini don't have recovery, things like Terrakion don't have recovery, things like Gillespod don't have recovery, things like Electros don't have recovery, and Haxorus, if he decides to bring it, doesn't have recovery. So getting those rocks up and getting him to switch going to be really important, which is why we bought some things that make his team switch around. 104 speed, which just is enough speed to outspeed things underneath us in the speed tiers. So, going to be bringing the Hurt. We did have to run Timid to outspeed the things. I don't remember specifically what they were that are below us in the speed tier. I think Haxorus might be one of... No, Haxorus is a little bit speeder. The speed we had on Hydreigon was designed to outspeed Haxorus. I do remember that now. So, yeah, that's awesome. So let me know what you think about the team, guys. Be sure and tell me if you think the prep was good for the St. Louis Rampardos. But anyways, this has been OldManTup, and we will catch you on the flip side. Peace.